Hello, football fans. Welcome back to another episode of Madison's Players, Predictions, and Playoffs. I'm really excited to jump into this week's episode. I'm just going to be going over all of the players that I've talked about on this channel so far, except for Russell Wilson, just because I just talked about him last week. But I'm going to give an overview and say if I think these players, have shown that they're going on to what my predictions are, either going into the playoffs or not. And we're going to jump right into it, going through everyone. As always, make sure you check out the links in the description below. That's going to be my Twitter and Instagram, so make sure you give those a follow so that you don't miss out on any updates. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any videos that I post. But we're going to jump right into it, talking about all the players on the channel. So starting off with Tom Brady, they just won their game against the Seahawks this morning, 21-16, bringing them to 5-5 right now. And I think we're about halfway through the season, so I do think that there's a good chance that if Brady keeps up this momentum, getting them down the field, he holds onto the ball for a while, which does worry me, but he's able to make beautiful plays. He was going all the way down the field, not really a lot of short passes. They were all long down the field. I do think that Brady has a chance of bringing the Buccaneers to the playoffs. Next off, we're going to talk about Mitch Trubisky. So we really haven't heard much or seen much from him in the past few weeks when I talked about him on the channel. He's appeared in a couple of games towards the end of the game, kind of just bringing it in after Pickett. But I think I know the Steelers right now are currently 7-0 against New Orleans. So I'm wondering if Pickett keeps up the momentum, if we're even going to see Mitch in the game at all. But, we don't know what's going to happen, and I'd love to see him get in the game. I want to see what's going to happen with him. But with Pickett, and, kind of the way he's been going right now and the way that the Steelers are putting their faith into them, I don't know if we're going to see Trubisky much in the game today. Next off, we're talking about TJ Watt. Now, this man is back in the game today. He's been out since week 2, had a pectoral injury, then had to get knee surgery, but he's finally back in the game. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. I do think, and I said it before in my previous video, that I do think TJ is the heart of the Steelers team right now. He really brings it in, brings the team together. So I think we're going to see him do really well today, and I really hope that we do see that. But I do worry, and I've saw an interview with Mike Tomlin. He's worried that TJ is going to go in and he's going to do too much to himself. He's going to injure himself again because he's back in the game. He's been out for a while. So he's worried that TJ is going to injure himself, but we're only have to wait till the game to see. Next up, we're going to talk about Patrick Mahomes. They're playing the Jaguars today. They're at the end of the first quarter. They're already 7-0. And, if they win the game today, they're going to be 7-2. They're currently 6-2. But if they get to 7-2, there is a great chance that they're going to be able to get into the playoffs. And we've seen Mahomes just go through. He's an absolute machine on the field. So I really do think with the start they've had in this quarter so far, I do think that there is a good chance that they're going to win the end of the game, get to 7-2. And I do see them getting a chance to get into the playoffs this season. Next off with Kenny Pickett, they're playing today against New Orleans. Like I said before, they're currently 10-0 at the end of the first quarter. And I really do think that we're going to see Pickett just bring it in. He's a great player, and I put on my Twitter that he has better completion rates than a lot of very well-known quarterbacks this season so far. So I really think that we're going to see him continue to grow with the team, continue to grow today. And a win today would mean a lot for them. That only bring them to 3-6, so there's not really a chance that we're going to be getting into the playoffs. We kind of knew that from, the start of the season anyway. But I do think that this is going to excel Pickett, and he's going to really just bring it home today. And lastly, we're going to be talking about Aaron Rodgers. So they're currently 3-6 right now. They're going to be playing the Cowboys later today, who are currently 6-2. So I kind of have my speculations about how it's going to go, especially what I was telling about in my video on Aaron Rodgers a couple weeks ago, saying that, Rodgers was kind of blaming the entire team and not himself, who is partially a leader of the team. So I'm wondering how that dynamic's going to work. They lost last week against the Lions. And there's an article that I read that I'll have linked in the description below where NFL executives are saying that Rodgers might need to be benched so that Justin Love, their backup QB, can come in and get some experience, get some work done. And they just think that, with the 3-6 run they're having right now, Rodgers needs to sit it out and just kind of leave it as it is and just let Love get the chance to do it because Rodgers apparently isn't bringing it back into the team. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to follow my Twitter and Instagram, which I'll have linked in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any new videos. See you next week.